My dear colleagues, I am Ramkumar. You all have chosen me to be the president of the National HRD network for the next 2 years. In my acceptance speech at Mumbai, I had clearly stated that there are many more worthy people than me to have been chosen as presidents. There are people who work very hard for National HRD network over the years, who contributed in many ways, and they were all more worthy than me to have been chosen as the president. I'm not making this as a defensive statement. I'm making it a statement of fact, and it is important that in our profession, where we profess ethics to other people, we live by it. So it's a honor that in the middle of this galaxy of worthy people, you chose to make me the president. I accept the presidency with great degree of responsibility, and I understand that a galaxy of illustrious people, professionals, some teachers, have been presidents of National HRD network over the years. In my case, when the search committee, when Rajiv and Mr. Siddiqui called me up and told me that they have chosen me as the president, I felt very honored. It's very rare in the life of a professional you get the leadership to serve your profession. I see what has been conferred on me as a call to serve my profession by people who are senior to me and also people who are worthy peers of mine. It is with this spirit that I embark on this 2-year journey. Why am I doing this video engagement with all of you? I believe the world of technology has revolutionized how people network and interact. I believe that our network should leverage technology and create networking which is not defined by the old world networking alone. So in this one, I am engaging you through a monologue. Going forward, as a president, I promise you that I would engage you in groups, and we would put it out for all the members to really have a feel for what is happening in the National HRD network, not through written newsletters only, but through monthly engagement with members. Members all around India, not just in Mumbai. The second part, people have asked me by saying, when you take over, what will you do? I think it is a little too early for me in this engagement for me to put out A, B, C, and D, this is what I would do. It will even be arrogant if I were to do it. Every leader and every leadership team is mandated to do what its members desire them to do. Sure, we will shape the thinking of the members. Sure, we will influence the thinking of prospective members who are not members today. But it would be presumptive on my part to say, these are the 4 things, these are the 5 things, we will be doing it for you. It will be talking down to all of you. So as a first step, we have to start somewhere. I have put together an advisory council for me, which would help me set criteria by which the board for National HRD network for the next 2 years would be constituted. What I have done is that during this period till the board is constituted, I want advice, counsel, and guidance. And I seek this from this advisory council. The advisory council members who have kindly consented to be part of this advisory council are Mr. Rajiv Dubey, the president who has served National HRD network for the last 2 years, Mr. S.V. Nathan, who has also served as the secretary for the National HRD network for the last 2 years, Mr. Anand Nayak Doyan, then 3 chapter presidents. The Mumbai chapter president Judhajit Das, the Delhi chapter president Nishchay Suri, and the Bangalore president Bala. We have two other members who I believe whose counsel will be very valuable in constituting the board and also in putting into place the future direction of National HRD Network for the next 2 years are Anjali Raina and Hema Ravichandran. I would be part of this council. So the 9 of us would deliberate, and you can trust us that the board would be constituted with proper criteria, which is representative of the ethos of the members of the National HRD Network and also potential members of National HRD Network. The most important question, apart from how and who will be on the board, is what will we do? I said in my acceptance speech, every institution has to really draw its strengths from its heritage. An institution like National HRD Network, which has been built by doyens like Mr. T.V. Rao and Uday Parekh, has enduring values. We will draw from our heritage the values through which we would run this institution for the next 2 years. It's equally important for any institution to be relevant. The institution should be contemporary, and also the institution should be future fit. If we do not anticipate the future needs of our members, and if we do not today invest such that this institution is ready for the future members, we would become obsolete. So the primary purpose for which we will strive for during the next 2 years is to ensure that the values as we draw from the heritage guide us to contemporize the National HRD Network and to make it future fit so that it is appealing to many generations of HR professionals. Why only HR professionals? All professionals who seek to associate themselves with National HRD Network and hence make it future fit. In conclusion, let me say something. During the last board meeting, when we were asking about how many members are there in National HRD Network, it was revealed that there are about 9,000 members in National HRD Network. I'm sure that these 9,000 members have been part of the National HRD Network because they see quality inputs coming from the network. But if you were to sit down and ask the question, would there not be at least 100,000 HR professionals in India? Should we be happy with 9,000 members? I'm sure there have been initiatives which have been run in the past to increase the membership. We have to ask the question, why is it that 90,000 other people have chosen not to be members of National HRD Network? Only if we answer that question honestly and factually, we will be able to really make National HRD Network appealing to these 90,000 people. So that has to be the first task of the new team which is coming in. How would we make National HRD Network appealing to every HR professional in India? If we have our offerings, if we have our value propositions which appeal to these 90,000 people who have chosen at this point of a time to not be members of National HRD Network, our problem of what this network stands for would be solved. Or should we not use the word problem? Or our opportunity for making this network what its founding fathers wanted it to be would be achieved only by asking this question: how do I serve, or what if I were to serve 90,000 people who today are not members of National HRD Network, would voluntarily become members of National HRD Network? Now, to the 9,000 members who are there in the network, my appeal is, please provide inputs in a factual manner on what is it that if we were to do, I do not want to know what is it that we are not doing. That's a negative way of looking at it. I'm sure we are doing a lot of things which are very good, but yet it is not appealing to this 90,000 people. What if we were to do will appeal to this 90,000 people and make your task of each of you bringing in 5 members into the network. If 9,000 people say, I will bring 5 new members, what should we as leadership give you? I'm not going to ask you to get these 5 members without us giving you anything to you. So this is where I want to end my first interaction with you. It has not necessarily been an interaction because I've been speaking to you through the camera. I promise you, going forward, we will have a lot more interactions, and we'll have the value of leveraging technology, and you all can be where you are and I'll be where I am, and yet we will network and show that networking need not happen only in physical spaces, and we can network wherever we are in a profitable manner. Thank you very much. Looking forward to serve you for 2 years.